All right. Good morning. Okay, so we want to start this off early. I want to tell you guys about the difference between using YouTube and Spotify for building your fan growth. Now, this one should be a pretty important video because most people don't have any idea what they're doing or why they're doing it or what they should be doing. So, if you like this type of content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Okay, so also drop a music link, drop your video, YouTube link, or Spotify link below for a chance to win like a straight free promo from us. We're gonna like boost it up with like $200 worth of promotion if you get chosen. So just drop it down there. We'll shout you out in the next video if you get chosen. All right, so here's the thing, guys. When it comes to YouTube and Spotify, there's a vast difference. Okay, obviously they're both sort of streaming platforms because Spotify is a streaming platform. YouTube also can stream video format, but you can put audio on there as well. So YouTube has its own streaming music video platform as well as streaming music. Okay, so when you ask which is the best, who has the most subscribers, who has the most listeners? Well, Spotify has way more listeners, or YouTube has way more users. So it's like, well, Spotify has more music fan listeners per se, per genre, versus YouTube having just everybody watching it all together. So obviously Spotify can't exactly compete with YouTube on the listeners as far as there being more people on YouTube that can watch a video or hear music. But at the same time, Spotify is also a very great place to go because it's the next biggest streaming platform possible, period. They have over 60 million users. And, you know, what's funny is because Apple is catching up too now to Spotify. It may have taken a while, but Apple has beaten people and have gained more and more share over the time. So actually, Apple's not far behind Spotify anymore on the streaming side. But which is better? Okay, so when we talk about better, we're talking about, in my opinion, we're talking about which one can you get the most reach from, Spotify or YouTube. Now, if you have $1,000 budget versus a $10,000 budget, we're going to talk about what you can do with the 1,000 versus the 10. So with a $1,000 budget on Spotify, we're talking playlist placements. You're talking tweet campaign, maybe getting some influencers, maybe pushing it. As you know, on Spotify, there's not too much you can do. There's no actual, promotion campaign type thing. So the only thing you can do is get a playlist. So if you're on playlists from different DJs, which these are up in the air, you have no idea if they're going to work for you or not. There's no real way to know if the playlist that you're on is going to give you any traffic. There's no way to know if when you pay for a playlist pitching service, if you're going to get any results at all. You have no idea what you're going to get. That's what makes it so difficult with Spotify, is that you're going to be paying companies with no idea if it's going to work or not. No one promises you any results anyway. So it's always going to be like, well, I can put you on such and such playlist. These are major playlists, but I have no idea how many plays you're going to get. It's up to your song. So it's just like, boom. Whereas YouTube, on the other hand, you take $1,000 budget, we're going to go talk to YouTube about that and see if we can promote your video on YouTube. If YouTube approves your video, you're looking at, getting 50,000, 60,000 views easily from that $1,000 or more. More like 100K views if you go worldwide. You can almost hit 100,000 views, 150,000 views if you go all the way worldwide, and don't worry about just trying to do United States of America. Okay, so hold on, guys. So you're probably like, wait, Neff, hold up. So you're gonna get way more plays on YouTube than Spotify with just $1,000. Yeah, Spotify costs way more to try to push up and market than YouTube. Just depends on if you have access to those playlists or not. Now, YouTube has playlists as well, so it's a possibility that you can get on those as well and lower the price down a little bit on that. When it comes to 10,000 on Spotify, in the campaign, when you spend 10,000 on Spotify, you're expecting to get so many playlists and so much, marketing that you're gonna be able to hit a million plays, over a million plays. You should definitely be able to go over a million with 10,000. A million usually should be around that 6-7 range where you're spending money on playlists left and right. Or you got a campaign company like mine where you're just sitting down with them and you're like, look, I got such and such money, and they'll sit down and explain to you how they can get you that reach. Usually they're talking 50 million reach, 20 million reach or more. You know what I mean? So if you're talking spending that kind of money, you're going to get way more results. But if you're talking YouTube, and we're talking like maybe 5K for the million views, or maybe 6 or 7K for that million views from YouTube. So It's like a totally different thing. And the actual difference is that with YouTube, you can target who you want to listen to. You can target other people's channels. You can target where they are. You can target the countries. You can target your fans down to the T. Whereas with Spotify, you can't target anything. All you can do is just drop yourself on a playlist and hope that it works out. So when it comes down to it, I would much rather go viral on YouTube with a music video and then drive traffic back to Spotify, because then the video is something I can control. I can control the views on that. I can't control Spotify. But with Spotify, it's just as good. You can put your Spotify up. You got YouTube links in there. If you drive a lot of traffic to the catalog, you get a lot of traffic over to your video. So guys, it's kind of like they're almost neck and neck, but when it comes down to it, I'm going to say YouTube. I don't know what you guys are going to say. You let me know what you think is the best below. Also, drop your music link between Spotify or YouTube, whichever one you think is best. I don't know what you guys think, but I would go for YouTube with $1,000 or $10,000 budget. I would spend all of my money on YouTube. Spotify just have to pick itself up and catch up later. But if you guys would rather have your Spotify blow up because that's what you're trying to do, and you don't care much about YouTube, let me know below which is your favorite platform between YouTube and Spotify. What do you think is the best? Also, if you guys need any help with your YouTube or Spotify, let us know. Go ahead and send us an email. You can also visit tunehype.com and do a music submit form. There's a click on music submission. There's a button for that, so you guys can go to that. But also, just want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you don't forget anything. Hit the like button, guys, and let me know what you think. I'm gonna go for YouTube though, and if you guys need any Spotify playlists, I think definitely we're running a special for $10 over the weekend or for the rest of the week. You guys can hop on the active playlists that we have access to. So just give me an email, send me a message on Instagram. That's what you're looking into. As far as like you guys building your followers up, it's a whole lot easier to build subscribers on YouTube than it is to build followers on Spotify. So it just depends on what you guys think. The other thing about Spotify is that monthly listener thing that's always sitting there hanging over your head telling you how many people listen to your stuff. That kind of sucks because every 30 days, every week or so, it starts to decrease. Whereas on YouTube, you only have to get the views up one good time and then leave it there. It doesn't like decrease or go away. But either way it goes, Spotify is definitely necessary if you're trying to get shows, you're trying to blow up and get a deal. So is YouTube. So it's actually like in most of the campaigns we do, we usually do both campaigns to the hilt, try to make you go viral to do both campaigns. But a lot of artists sometimes only want Spotify or they only want YouTube. So that's what the purpose of this video was. I hope you liked the content. I said that before, right? I'm supposed to end this video already. Okay. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.